Some landscapes feel almost too extraordinary to be real. Glowing pink lakes, waterfalls taller than skyscrapers, deserts that bloom with water. These aren't scenes from fiction. They exist, scattered across our planet, waiting to be discovered. In this video, we'll journey through 30 of the most breathtaking natural wonders on Earth. From volcanic peaks and remote islands to ancient canyons and frozen frontiers, each place tells its own unforgettable story. This isn't just a travel video. It's a cinematic expedition into the wild beauty of our world. Nestled along the northeastern coastline of Vietnam, Ha Long Bay captivates visitors with its surreal beauty. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1994, this stunning seascape features over 1,600 limestone islands and islets emerging majestically from tranquil emerald waters, spanning an area of approximately 580 square miles, 1,500 square kilometers. The name Ha Long translates to descending dragon, and local legends say dragons sent by the gods spat jewels and jade into the sea, creating these islands as a defense against invading enemies. Geologically, Ha Long Bay was shaped by 500 million years of marine erosion, carving caves and grottos adorned with mesmerizing stalactites and stalagmites. Visitors often explore by traditional wooden junks or kayaks, weaving through narrow passages to hidden lagoons and caves. The bay also hosts floating fishing villages, where communities have thrived for generations, living harmoniously with the tides. Wildlife enthusiasts might glimpse rare species such as the cat balangur, an endangered primate found only in this region. Ha Long Bay is not just a natural wonder. It's a living, breathing testament to Earth's history and culture. From Vietnam's mystical islands, our journey continues toward the remote beauty of Iceland's sands. Hidden away in Iceland's remote Westfjords region lies Rauðasandur, a mesmerizing beach unlike anywhere else on the island. Instead of Iceland's characteristic black volcanic sands, Rauðasandur stretches for more than 6 miles, 10 kilometers, in striking shades of golden red, transforming beautifully under shifting sunlight. Geologically, these sands originate from crushed scallop shells, giving them their distinctive color. Historically isolated and serene, Rauðasandur has inspired countless local legends, including stories of shipwreck survivors finding refuge here. Nature lovers will delight in spotting playful seals lounging along the shoreline or watching seabirds glide effortlessly overhead. Accessible by scenic winding roads, Rauðasandur offers adventurous travelers an unforgettable journey into tranquility and natural splendor. Standing barefoot on these soft dunes, visitors experience a profound sense of peace and connection to nature. From Iceland's rare golden dunes, we now travel across continents to explore the mighty cascades of Iguazu Falls. Straddling the border between Argentina and Brazil, Iguazu Falls is one of the most magnificent waterfalls on Earth. Spanning nearly 2 miles, 3 kilometers, across, and consisting of around 275 separate cascades, the falls create a breathtaking display of nature's raw power. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984, Iguazu Falls pours nearly 450,000 cubic feet per second, making it one of the world's largest waterfall systems. At the heart of this majestic site lies the awe-inspiring Devil's Throat, a massive horseshoe-shaped cascade plunging nearly 270 feet, 82 meters, into a misty abyss below. Indigenous Guarani legends describe Iguazu as the creation of a jealous god who sliced the river in anger, forever separating two lovers. Visitors can experience the falls from numerous viewpoints, including immersive walkways that take them thrillingly close to the cascading waters. Surrounded by lush subtropical rainforest teeming with wildlife, Iguazu Falls offers a stunning encounter with both natural beauty and ancient legends. Leaving behind the roaring cascades of South America, our journey takes us next to the tranquil beauty of the Scottish Highlands. Sprawling across northern Scotland, the Scottish Highlands epitomize natural majesty, offering landscapes that evoke mystery and wonder. Covering over 10,000 square miles, 25,900 square kilometers, this region is characterized by dramatic mountain ranges, pristine lochs, and deep valleys. The Highlands boast iconic landmarks like Loch Ness, home to legendary tales of a mysterious creature affectionately known as Nessie. Rich in history, the area is dotted with ancient castles and ruins that echo stories of clans, battles, and legends passed through generations. The striking geological formations date back millions of years, sculpted by glaciers during the last ice age. Visitors to the Highlands often hike along trails that provide breathtaking panoramic views or explore quaint villages that maintain traditional Gaelic culture. From lush green valleys to windswept mountain peaks, the Scottish Highlands are a captivating blend of wild beauty and historical intrigue. Our journey now transports us from Scotland's timeless hills to the uniquely surreal landscape of the Chocolate Hills in the Philippines. Located on the island of Bohol in the Philippines, the Chocolate Hills are an enchanting natural phenomenon consisting of over 1,200 perfectly cone-shaped hills spread across approximately 20 square miles, 50 square kilometers. These limestone formations are covered in lush green grass, which transforms into a distinctive chocolate brown color during the dry season, hence their deliciously appealing name. Local legends offer charming explanations, from giants tossing rocks to create these unique mounds to romantic stories of tears shed by mythical beings. Geologists believe these hills were formed millions of years ago through the uplift of coral deposits and erosion from rainfall. Visitors often climb to viewing platforms for stunning panoramic vistas or explore the surrounding countryside on adventurous ATV rides. The Chocolate Hills offer a captivating blend of geological wonder and folklore, making it a must-see destination. From these magical hills, we continue our journey to the legendary sands of Wadi Rum in Jordan. Deep in the heart of Jordan's southern desert, Wadi Rum emerges as a landscape straight out of a dream. Known as the Valley of the Moon, this vast expanse covers approximately 278 square miles, 720 square kilometers, characterized by towering sandstone cliffs, majestic arches, and sweeping dunes tinted red and gold by the desert sun. Richly steeped in history, Wadi Rum has been inhabited by Bedouin tribes for thousands of years, their stories etched into the rocks through ancient inscriptions and petroglyphs. It was here, among these timeless sands, that the legendary British officer Lawrence of Arabia made his base during the Arab Revolt of 1916. Today, visitors can experience traditional Bedouin hospitality, ride camels through scenic canyons, or sleep beneath a star-filled sky in luxurious desert camps. The stark beauty and silence of Wadi Rum offer an unforgettable connection to nature and history. From Jordan's otherworldly deserts, our journey continues southward to the majestic wilderness of Patagonia. Spanning the southernmost regions of Chile and Argentina, Patagonia is a land of spectacular extremes and untamed beauty. Covering over 400,000 square miles, more than 1 million square kilometers, Patagonia captivates travelers with its dramatic landscapes, towering mountain ranges, pristine glacial lakes, and windswept plains. One of its most stunning landmarks, the Perito Moreno Glacier, rises an impressive 240 feet, 73 meters, above crystal-clear waters, its massive ice walls frequently cracking and calving into the lake below. Equally breathtaking is Chile's Torres del Paine National Park, where towering granite spires soar into the clouds, creating an iconic silhouette known worldwide. Patagonia also houses the enchanting Marble Caves, nestled within Chile's General Carrera Lake, where centuries of gentle waves have sculpted intricate marble formations that shimmer with mesmerizing turquoise hues. Visitors can explore rugged hiking trails, paddle past magnificent glaciers, or simply stand in awe at the breathtaking vistas. Patagonia's raw beauty and remarkable landmarks continue to attract adventurers seeking to experience one of Earth's most pristine and extraordinary environments. From Patagonia's rugged landscapes, our adventure now transports us to the tropical paradise of the Maldives. Scattered across the Indian Ocean, the Maldives is an archipelago of nearly 1,200 stunning coral islands grouped into 26 atolls. Renowned for its unparalleled beauty, this tropical paradise features powder-white beaches, luminous turquoise waters, and mesmerizing coral reefs visible from above. Each island in the Maldives is remarkably low-lying, with an average elevation of just 5 feet (1.5 meters) above sea level, making it the lowest country on Earth and deeply vulnerable to rising sea levels. Among its many treasures, Ari Atoll stands out as one of the Maldives' most captivating locations. Known for its spectacular diving sites, Ari Atoll offers visitors the incredible opportunity to immerse themselves in an underwater paradise teeming with vibrant marine life. Beneath these crystal-clear waters, divers and snorkelers can encounter colorful coral reefs, graceful manta rays, gentle whale sharks, and countless species of tropical fish. A unique highlight is Etha, the world's first underwater restaurant located 5 meters beneath the ocean's surface, where diners are surrounded by panoramic views of extraordinary marine life and lush coral gardens. Visitors seeking relaxation can indulge in luxurious overwater villas extending into tranquil blue lagoons, enjoying an intimate connection with this breathtaking island paradise. From the idyllic atolls of the Maldives, our journey continues to the surreal landscapes of Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia. High on the Andean Plateau in southwest Bolivia lies a place that seems to defy reality, Salar de Uyuni. Spanning over 4,000 square miles, 10,000 square kilometers, it's the largest salt flat on Earth. Formed from prehistoric lakes that evaporated long ago, leaving behind a vast, otherworldly crust of blindingly white salt. During the dry season, the salt forms endless hexagonal patterns that stretch to the horizon. But in the rainy season, a thin layer of water turns the flat into a giant natural mirror, reflecting the sky so perfectly that the boundary between earth and heaven seems to vanish. At its center is Isla Incahuasi, a rocky island covered in giant cacti, offering panoramic views of the surreal landscape. Salar de Uyuni also holds more than half of the world's known lithium reserves, making it as economically significant as it is visually stunning. It's no wonder this surreal expanse is often called the place where the earth meets the sky. From this reflective desert, we head to the dramatic sea cliffs of Ireland's rugged coastline. Off the windswept coast of County Mayo stands Dún Briste, a solitary sea stack rising 150 feet, about 45 meters, above the Atlantic Ocean. Separated from the mainland by pounding waves over 350 million years ago, this dramatic pillar of layered rock is all that remains of a once-connected headland. Its name means broken fort in Irish, and legend has it that an ancient chieftain was stranded atop the sea stack after refusing to convert to Christianity. Today, it's a striking geological relic, with horizontal bands of limestone and shale revealing millennia of natural history. The cliffs surrounding Briste at Downpatrick Head offer breathtaking views, especially when waves crash violently below or mist rolls inland from the sea. Aerial footage reveals just how isolated and sculptural this natural monument truly is. A lone sentinel of stone standing against the relentless force of the Atlantic. From Ireland's rugged shoreline, we now head for the roof of the world, the majestic Mount Everest. Rising 29,032 feet, 8,849 meters into the sky, Mount Everest is the tallest mountain on Earth and a symbol of the planet's sheer power and grandeur. Located in the Himalayas on the border between Nepal and the Tibet Autonomous Region of China, this legendary peak has captivated adventurers and explorers for generations. The mountain was first summited in 1953 by Sir Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa from Nepal, a feat that remains one of the greatest achievements in mountaineering history. Everest isn't just a single summit. It's a dramatic realm of ridgelines, ice falls, and high-altitude passes. The Khumbu Icefall, with its shifting crevasses and towering seracs, is one of the most perilous stretches for climbers. Even for those who never attempt the summit, the Everest Base Camp trek offers unforgettable views of glacial valleys and snow-capped peaks, winding through ancient villages and Buddhist monasteries draped in colorful prayer flags. In the thin air and staggering silence, Everest inspires awe not just as a physical landmark, but as a spiritual and cultural icon. From the world's highest point, we now descend into the vibrant hues of Australia's Pink Lake, Hutt Lagoon. On Australia's Coral Coast, where desert meets ocean, lies one of the most visually striking natural wonders in the country, Hutt Lagoon. Often referred to as the Pink Lake, this surreal body of water shimmers in hues, ranging from soft rose to vibrant bubblegum, depending on the time of day and angle of the sun. Located near the town of Port Gregory in Western Australia, the lake stretches over 27 square miles, 70 square kilometers, and gets its distinctive color from the presence of a microalgae called Dunaliella salina, which produces beta-carotene, a pigment also found in carrots. When the sun is high and the sky clear, the contrast between the pink waters and the white salt crust along the edges is nothing short of magical. Aerial views reveal abstract swirls and patterns that make the lake look like a living painting. Hutt Lagoon isn't just beautiful, it also plays a role in biotechnology, as its algae are harvested for use in cosmetics and health supplements. With its otherworldly colors and flat, open surroundings, it's become a favorite for photographers, drone pilots, and travelers seeking something truly extraordinary. Leaving behind this pink dreamscape, we now journey into the lush and legendary depths of the Amazon rainforest. Spanning across 9 countries and covering over 2.1 million square miles, 5.5 million square kilometers, the Amazon rainforest is the largest tropical rainforest on Earth and one of the most vital. This lush green expanse is often called the lungs of the planet, producing an estimated 20% of the world's oxygen. But beyond its ecological significance, the Amazon captivates with its sheer immensity and beauty. The Amazon River, winding more than 4,300 miles, 6,920 kilometers, through the heart of the forest, is one of the longest and most powerful rivers in the world. Towering ceiba trees, tangled vines, and a thick green canopy create an otherworldly atmosphere where sunlight barely reaches the forest floor. Ancient civilizations once thrived here, leaving behind earthworks and mounds still being uncovered today. Visitors often explore the forest by boat, drifting along winding tributaries surrounded by the sounds of life, or walking canopy bridges high above the forest floor. Despite its remoteness, the Amazon offers a humbling reminder of Earth's raw, untamed grandeur. From the dense and mysterious jungle, we now journey to a dramatic cliffside vista above Norway's fjords, Pulpit Rock. Perched high above the Lysefjord in southwestern Norway, Pulpit Rock, known locally as Preikestolen, is one of the country's most iconic natural landmarks. This massive cliff rises nearly 1,980 feet, 604 meters, straight up from the fjord below, forming a flat-topped platform that seems almost purpose-built for dramatic views. Reached by a popular 2.5-mile, 4-kilometer hike through rugged mountain terrain, the rock's summit offers a breathtaking panorama of steep granite walls and the deep blue waters that wind through the fjord's curves. The dramatic drop and minimal safety barriers create an adrenaline rush for those who dare to approach the edge. Carved by glaciers during the last ice age, Pulpit Rock is a masterpiece of natural erosion, its sheer scale and geometric precision earning it global fame. It's become a pilgrimage for photographers, hikers, and thrill seekers alike, offering an experience that's as humbling as it is exhilarating. As the wind whispers across the cliffside and clouds drift below your feet, few places on Earth feel this grand. From Norway's soaring stone Pulpit, we travel next to the tallest uninterrupted waterfall on the planet, Angel Falls in Venezuela. Hidden deep within Venezuela's Canaima National Park, Angel Falls plunges from a towering tabletop mountain into the jungle below, earning its title as the tallest uninterrupted waterfall on Earth. With a staggering drop of 3,212 feet, 979 meters, the water free falls for nearly 2,650 feet, 807 meters, before touching rock. So high, the water often turns to mist before it reaches the ground. The falls originate from Uyuni Tepui, one of the park's famous tepuis, flat-topped sandstone mountains that rise abruptly from the rainforest, giving this landscape its dramatic, otherworldly appearance. Named after American aviator Jimmy Angel, who crash-landed on top of the Tepui in 1937 and brought global attention to the falls, Angel Falls remains a place of awe and mystery. Access is limited, requiring boat travel through winding jungle rivers or aerial views by small aircraft, making the journey part of the adventure. For those who reach it, the sight is unforgettable. A silver ribbon of water streaming down a sheer cliff into untouched rainforest. From this sky-high spectacle, we now descend into a forest of stone, the towering sandstone spires of Zhangjiajie, China. Located in China's Hunan province, Zhangjiajie National Forest Park is a surreal landscape of towering sandstone pillars that seem to float among the clouds. These vertical rock formations, some rising over 3,500 feet, 1,070 meters, are the result of millions of years of physical erosion, wind, and weathering. The park's most famous pillar, now named the Avatar Hallelujah Mountain, inspired the floating mountains in James Cameron's blockbuster film. Suspended walkways and glass sky bridges wind around cliff edges, giving visitors a vertigo-inducing view of the canyons and lush forest below. The Baylong elevator, built directly into one of the cliffs, holds the record as the world's tallest outdoor lift, whisking passengers 1,070 feet, 326 meters, up into the clouds in under 2 minutes. Covered in mist, these peaks have an almost mythological presence, often likened to scenes from ancient Chinese scroll paintings. It's a place where gravity seems optional and the horizon is made of stone. From these enchanted spires, we travel next to the wind-swept volcanic beauty of Jeju Island, South Korea. Off the southern coast of South Korea lies Jeju Island, a volcanic treasure shaped by wind, sea, and ancient fire. While Hallasan, the island's dormant central volcano, looms in the background, Jeju's coastal wonders steal the spotlight. The island's crown jewel is Seongsan Ilchulbong, or Sunrise Peak, a dramatic tough cone that juts into the ocean, offering unmatched views at dawn. Along the island's edge, the Yongmayori coast unfurls in layers of jet-black volcanic stone, sculpted by centuries of crashing waves and sea winds. Nearby, the Ole Trail offers a peaceful journey through some of Jeju's most breathtaking scenery, winding past cliffs, beaches, and remote villages. At the southwestern shore, Adolge Rock towers from the sea, a solitary basalt pillar framed by panoramic views of both ocean and forest. And tucked within a lush forest, Cheonjeon Waterfall cascades gracefully into a serene pool, its name meaning sky connected to land. This blend of geological spectacle and quiet serenity makes Jeju not just an island, but an experience. From this windswept paradise, we now journey to a desert of shifting dunes and freshwater lagoons, Lençóis Maranhenses in Brazil. In northeastern Brazil, Lençóis Maranhenses is a place that defies expectations. A desert where shimmering blue lagoons emerge between rolling white sand dunes. spanning over 580 square miles, 1,500 square kilometers. This surreal landscape looks like a vast sheet of rippling linen, which is exactly what its name means in Portuguese, bed sheets of Maranhão. Unlike a typical desert, Lençóis receives heavy seasonal rainfall. From June to September, rainwater collects in the valleys between the dunes, forming thousands of freshwater lagoons with crystal-clear turquoise hues. These temporary pools create a dreamlike pattern of blue and white that stretches to the horizon. Visitors often explore the park by 4x4 or on foot, climbing the pristine dunes and plunging into the cool, isolated lagoons below. The contrast between the searing white sand and the vibrant water makes it one of the most photogenic and unique natural wonders on Earth. From this sea of sand and sky-reflecting water, we continue to a destination that rumbles with power, Victoria Falls. Straddling the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls is one of the most awe-inspiring natural spectacles on Earth. Known locally as Mosi Oa Tunya, or the smoke that thunders, this waterfall spans more than a mile, 1.7 kilometers, wide and drops over 350 feet, 108 meters, into the gorge below. During peak flow, over 300,000 gallons of water tumble over the edge every second, sending mist high into the air and creating a lush rainforest microclimate around it. Feeding this power is the Zambezi River, Africa's fourth longest, which flows calmly through floodplains before transforming into the roaring cascade. Upstream, the river is serene, offering scenic boat trips and sunset cruises. Downstream, it surges through Batoka Gorge, carving deep channels and powering dramatic rapids. While some visitors brave the Devil's Pool during dry season, most admire the view from the Knife Edge Bridge, a mist-soaked walkway offering a close encounter with the fall's might. Whether seen from the edge or afar, Victoria Falls leaves a lasting impression as one of Earth's great natural forces. From this roaring wonder, we head to the north coast of Iceland, where a mountain and waterfall form one of the country's most iconic views, Kirkjufell and Kirkjufellsfoss. On Iceland's Snæfellsnes Peninsula, the dramatic symmetry of Kirkjufell, often called the most photographed mountain in Iceland, creates a scene so cinematic it feels like a fantasy. Rising 1,519 feet, 463 meters, above sea level, its arrowhead shape stands apart from the surrounding volcanic peaks, shaped over millennia by glaciers, lava, and coastal erosion. Just below the mountain, the elegant tiers of Kirkjufellsfoss complete the picture. 3 streams of water tumbling over moss-covered rock, with the mountain perfectly framed in the background. In summer, the grass around the falls glows vibrant green beneath the midnight sun. In winter, the scene transforms into a snow-covered wonderland beneath the northern lights. A short hiking trail loops around the area, offering multiple vantage points for photographers and nature lovers alike. Kirkjufell has even earned pop culture fame, appearing as Arrowhead Mountain in Game of Thrones, but its real-life presence is even more captivating. Stark, serene, and almost otherworldly, this mountain waterfall duo feels like the embodiment of Iceland itself. From Iceland's iconic peak, we now turn toward the smoking crater of Mount Bromo in Indonesia. Rising from the eerie landscape of East Java's Tengger caldera, Mount Bromo is one of Indonesia's most iconic volcanoes, and one of the most accessible active ones in the world. Standing at 7,641 feet, 2,329 meters, it might not be the tallest in the region, but its dramatic setting more than makes up for it. Surrounded by a vast sea of volcanic sand known as the Laut Pasir, Bromo smolders with a wispy plume of smoke that drifts constantly from its crater, a reminder of the power beneath the surface. Visitors often begin their journey before dawn, hiking or riding jeeps to nearby viewpoints like Mount Penanjakan. As the sun rises, it casts golden light across the caldera, revealing a surreal scene. Bromo's perfectly round crater glowing against the backdrop of mist-covered ridges and neighboring volcanoes like Semeru, Java's highest peak. Reaching the crater rim involves a short but steep climb up a staircase carved into the ash. Standing there, with the smell of sulfur in the air and the crater rumbling beneath your feet, is an experience that blends beauty with raw geological force. From the smoking heart of Indonesia, we now sail north to a remote archipelago where nature's drama meets Nordic serenity, the Faroe Islands. Set adrift in the North Atlantic between Norway and Iceland, the Faroe Islands are a windswept archipelago of rugged cliffs, misty mountains, and dramatic coastal scenery. Comprising 18 volcanic islands, this self-governing nation within the Kingdom of Denmark feels like a place pulled from myth, where waterfalls plunge into the ocean, grass-roofed villages cling to hillsides, and clouds roll low over craggy peaks. One of the most iconic sights is the Mulafossur waterfall in the village of Gassadalur, where a stream tumbles straight off a sea cliff into the churning surf below. The island's fjords and inlets offer endless opportunities for breathtaking aerial shots, especially around the winding coastlines of Streymoy and Eysturoy. Every turn in the road reveals a new scene of untouched beauty, towering cliffs, sea stacks, and dramatic ocean views that shift with the light and weather. The ever-changing skies, sun, fog, wind, and rain, often trading places within the hour, only add to the island's raw allure. Despite their remote location, the Faroe Islands are remarkably connected to the world, yet still feel ancient and untouched. From this Nordic dreamscape, we now journey to a canyon carved over millions of years, the mighty Grand Canyon in the USA. Carved by the relentless force of the Colorado River over millions of years, The Grand Canyon is one of the most iconic and awe-inspiring landscapes on Earth. Stretching 277 miles, 446 kilometers in length, and plunging over a mile deep, its vast expanse reveals a geological timeline that spans nearly 2 billion years. Layers of red, orange, and ochre rock rise in sheer cliffs, etched by erosion into buttes, spires, and shadowed gorges. Visitors can take in the sweeping views from the South Rim, where sunrise and sunset cast the canyon in surreal tones of gold and crimson. The less visited North Rim offers a quieter, equally dramatic perspective, while hiking trails like Bright Angel and South Kaibab lead into the heart of this natural wonder. For a truly unforgettable experience, aerial footage from helicopters or drones captures the canyon's scale in ways that ground-level views simply can't. Whether glimpsed from the edge or explored deep within, the Grand Canyon evokes a sense of timelessness, where stone, wind, and water have worked in silence for eons. From the grandeur of America's desert Southwest, we now travel to a remote island unlike anywhere else on Earth, Socotra, Yemen. Rising from the Arabian Sea, Socotra Island is one of the most otherworldly places on Earth, often called the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean. Located off the coast of Yemen, this remote island is home to a staggering number of plant and animal species found nowhere else in the world. The most iconic is the dragon's blood tree, with its umbrella-shaped canopy and crimson sap that once gave rise to legends of mythic creatures. The landscape is unlike anything else. Barren limestone plateaus, surreal sand dunes, and ancient cave systems sit alongside lush valleys and white sand beaches. Places like the Dixon Plateau, with its forest of dragon's blood trees, or the emerald waters of Detwa Lagoon, make Socotra feel more like a lost world than a tropical island. Even the air here carries a different scent, dry, herbal, and full of life, evolved in isolation. Because of its remoteness, Socotra has remained largely untouched by modern development, preserving not only its ecosystems, but also its traditional way of life. With its alien beauty and unmatched biodiversity, Socotra isn't just a destination, it's an entirely different planet. From this island of strangeness and solitude, we journey to a dreamlike landscape of white terraces and mineral springs, Pamukkale, Turkey. In southwestern Turkey, Pamukkale presents a vision so surreal, it feels almost otherworldly. Gleaming white terraces cascading down a hillside like frozen waterfalls. The name means cotton castle in Turkish, and it's easy to see why. These terraces are formed by calcium-rich thermal waters that have flowed down the mountain for millennia, depositing layer upon layer of travertine, a type of limestone that hardens into brilliant white pools. The warm mineral waters once fed the ancient Greco-Roman city of Hierapolis, whose ruins still stand at the top of the terraces. Visitors today can walk among crumbling columns and amphitheaters, then soak their feet in the thermal pools, just as people did thousands of years ago. The sight of sunlight reflecting off the terraced basins, especially at golden hour, creates a shimmering landscape unlike anything else in the world. Pamukkale is both a geological wonder and a living heritage site, where nature and history blend seamlessly. From these cascading mineral springs, we now head to the Philippines once again, this time to the crystal-clear waters and hidden lagoons of Coron. In the northern reaches of Palawan, Coron is home to some of the clearest waters and most surreal scenery in Southeast Asia. Among its crown jewels are the Twin Lagoon and Kayangan Lake, hidden sanctuaries tucked between dramatic limestone cliffs and jungle-covered karsts that rise sharply from the sea. The Twin Lagoon is a wonder of contrasts, one warm, one cool, divided by towering rock walls. At high tide, travelers glide over the divide. At low tide, they swim or pass through a narrow crevice between the cliffs. The water shifts in temperature and clarity, creating a dreamlike experience of floating between two worlds. Nearby, Kayangan Lake is often called the cleanest lake in the Philippines. Surrounded by jagged limestone formations, its turquoise water is so clear you can see straight to the rocky floor beneath. A short hike to a cliffside viewpoint reveals the iconic postcard image of Coron: jagged cliffs, aquamarine bays, and untouched tropical beauty, stretching as far as the eye can see. Coron isn't just a paradise, it's a place where land and water weave together in perfect harmony. From these tranquil turquoise lagoons, we journey to the glacier-carved peaks and turquoise lakes of Banff National Park in Canada. Nestled in the heart of the Canadian Rockies, Banff National Park is a masterpiece of alpine beauty, where turquoise lakes, towering peaks, and ancient glaciers converge into one breathtaking landscape. Established in 1885, it's Canada's first national park and one of the most iconic in the world. The stars of the show are Lake Louise and Moraine Lake, whose surreal blue tones are the result of glacial meltwater rich in fine rock flour. Lake Louise is framed by towering cliffs and the shimmering Victoria Glacier, offering a scene that feels almost too perfect to be real. Just a short drive away, Moraine Lake lies cradled in the Valley of the Ten Peaks, its deeper electric blue water reflecting the dramatic summits that rise sharply above it. Whether you're gliding across the surface in a canoe or capturing the stillness at sunrise, these lakes offer some of the most photogenic views on the planet. Surrounding trails wind through dense pine forests and reveal sweeping vistas at every turn, making Banff a dream for hikers, filmmakers, and nature lovers alike. From these crystal-clear alpine waters, we journey south into a sea of golden dunes, the endless sands of the Sahara Desert. Stretching across 11 countries and nearly the entire width of northern Africa, the Sahara is the largest hot desert in the world, a vast expanse of golden sand rocky plateaus, and wind-sculpted dunes that seem to stretch endlessly into the horizon. Spanning over 3.5 million square miles, 9 million square kilometers, it's larger than the entire United States, and its scale is as humbling as it is hypnotic. While the word desert may conjure images of lifeless emptiness, the Sahara is anything but static. Its dunes shift with the wind, reaching heights over 500 feet, 150 meters. Oases burst with palm trees and ancient mud brick villages. In Morocco, the Erg Chebi and Erg Chigaga dunes offer some of the most cinematic views, especially at sunrise and sunset when the sand glows in shades of amber and crimson. Travelers often explore by camel caravan or 4x4, tracing routes once taken by Berber traders and nomadic tribes. Beneath the sand lie remnants of ancient civilizations and prehistoric rock art, hinting at a time when the Sahara was lush and green. This is a place of extremes, silence and wind, vastness and detail, all coexisting in one of Earth's most timeless landscapes. From the silent sea of sand, we now ascend to the stone monasteries suspended between heaven and earth. Meteora, Greece. Rising like stone sentinels from the plains of central Greece, the towering pillars of Meteora form one of the most surreal and spiritually charged landscapes in Europe. These vertical rock formations, sculpted by wind and water over millions of years, reach heights of over 1,800 feet, 550 meters, and have served as places of refuge, meditation, and solitude for centuries. What makes Meteora truly extraordinary are the ancient monasteries perched precariously atop these cliffs. Built beginning in the 14th century by monks seeking isolation from the outside world, the original structures were accessible only by rope ladders and pulley baskets. Today, 6 of the monasteries remain active, with winding stairways and stone footpaths carved into the rock, offering breathtaking views of the surrounding valley. The contrast between natural and man-made here is striking. Sandstone towers that seem impossibly steep, crowned with Byzantine chapels that appear to defy gravity. As the sun sets, the golden light catches on the cliffs and domes, casting long shadows across a landscape that feels both sacred and cinematic. From these monasteries in the sky, we make our final leap to the most remote, untouched wilderness on the planet, Antarctica. At the bottom of the world lies a continent like no other, vast, frozen, and almost entirely untouched. Antarctica is the coldest, driest, and windiest place on Earth, with temperatures plunging below -100 degrees Fahrenheit, -73 degrees Celsius in its interior. Yet despite its harshness, it offers some of the most awe-inspiring landscapes on the planet. Towering icebergs, endless glaciers, and coastlines where the silence is broken only by cracking ice and distant winds. Massive tabular icebergs drift through the Southern Ocean like floating cities, while jagged mountains pierce the horizon through miles of snow and ice. Along the Antarctic Peninsula, colonies of emperor and gentoo penguins thrive, and humpback whales rise from frigid waters between glittering flows. Light here behaves differently. Sunsets stretch for hours, and during summer, the sun never sets at all. Access is limited and tightly regulated, making any journey here feel like a true expedition. Whether you're gliding past glaciers in a zodiac or capturing drone footage over a frozen wilderness, Antarctica isn't just remote, it's otherworldly. And with this final wonder, our journey across the natural marvels of Earth comes to a spectacular close.